everyone, here are the 3.3 examples. Let's start off with example A, part A. Graph a walk from the set of instructions. Start at the 0.5 meter mark and walk at a steady 0.25 meters per second for 6 seconds. Okay, so here's our graph for part A. We're going to say this is 1 space 2 space 3 space 4 space 5 space 6. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, and then what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and start at 0.5, so we're going to say this is going to be space 1, space 2, space 3, space 4, space 5, space 6. Okay, so we're going to start at 0.5, which is going to be right here, and then we're going to go 0.25 meters for every 6 seconds. So it's, if we do 0.25 times 6, that's 0.25 meters for 6 seconds. That's going to give us 1.5 meters. So that means I have to go from the 1.5 to 2 in 6 seconds. So here's my 2, here's the 6. So I've got the starting point, I've got the ending point, and now all I have to do is just connect those with a line. Alright, we start here and we go that way. And there you go. That's it. So at part B, write a set of walking instructions based on the data, and then sketch a graph of the walk. So we're going to say it starts 0, 4, 1, so it's in 1 second, we're going 0.4 meters, right? Now which way are we going? Towards or away from the sensor? Well, because it starts at 4 and it's going down to 3.6, it's going to be going towards. So we can say, we know we're going towards. So we just be able to write this set of walking instructions. We want to say start at 4 meters and walk towards the sensor at 0.4 meters per second for, and we go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for 6 seconds. Alright, so then we're going to start here and let's go 1 space 2 space 3 space 4. So we got 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so we're starting at 4. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and say, let's plot the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's at 1, 2. So that's going to be right here. Alright, I think that's going to be a little bit easier to plot some of those because the other ones are going to be a little bit harder to find, right? At 0.6, at 1, I'm going to have to plot this one. Oh, I didn't need to do that. I plotted this one right here. And then I've got at 2, I've got this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, right? So then we can plot those, and then all we have to do is connect them with a line because we should be able to get through all of them. And if you notice, my points are a little bit off because I had to estimate. So if you can just draw the line, that'll probably be a little bit easier rather than trying to plot all these non-exact points. So I really plot the 0, 4 and the 5, 2. Alright, those are the easiest two to plot. I mean, I can plot the other ones, but if I'm a little bit off, that's okay. But these two are going to be the easiest to plot because they're right on the grid. Alright, then here, let's look at this one. It says, write a set of walking instructions for this graph. Well, we want to know where does it start. So we want to say it starts at, looks like 0.5. Alright, so we're going to say it starts at 0.5. And then we're going to move on from there. So let's just say it starts at the 0.5 mark. Okay, starts at the 0.5 mark. Alright, and then how many seconds are we walking? 1, 2. So for 2 seconds, we're going to walk from 0.5 up to, right here, looks like 1, 2.5. So we're walking from 0.5 to 2.5. So that means it's going to be 2. So we're going to go from 0.5 to 2.5, so it's a difference of 2 meters, and we're going in 2 seconds. So 2 meters divided by 2 seconds, so we should be walking at 1 meter. We're walking away from the motion sensor. Sorry, I forgot to say walk away from the motion sensor at 1 meter per second for 2 seconds. Alright, good. So now let's look at this. From here, which way we're walking? Well, we're walking towards the motion sensor. We're going 1, 2 seconds, right? So we've got 2 seconds, and we're going we're going to the 1. So I've gone from 2.5 to 1. So I've moved 1.5 meters per 2 seconds, right? So 1.5 in 2 seconds would be 0.75 or 3/4 of a meter. Alright, So it says, then walk toward the motion sensor at 3/4 of a meter per second for 2 seconds. So we got to here. And I really like how it says toward, not towards. So that should be towards. All right, and then we go from 1 meter up to 3 meters in 1-2 seconds. So that's going to be 2 seconds, 3 meters. So we're going to go 1.5 meters, or 3/2 of a meter, away. So walk away from the motion sensor at 1 meter per second for 2 seconds. So let's make sure we got this right. We were at 1, we ended at 3. So now notice how it's not 3. That's wrong because we started at 1 and ended at 3. So the difference is 2. So we went 2 meters in 2 seconds. We're going away. So we walked away from the motion sensor at 1 meter per second for 2 seconds. There you go.